of one series. In a way, we're resetting the slate here. It's going to be a clean slate. Winner takes all, ladies and gentlemen. SUNSPARKS, game number 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, finally, this is where we can calmly, with 100% conviction say, Philippines takes on Myanmar. The fight for the tournament lies. One nation will have their flag taken down from M1 by the end of this. The crowd is ready. We are ready. Lilia will be the first one to go.
Yeah, exactly here. Once again, very similar drops here coming in from SUNSPARKS. How will they drop this year? It seems to me they're not too worried about the Lunox here, but the Kufra respect band coming in from Burmese GHOULS as of now, respecting the power of what Reflecia brings to the table. Very respectable run.
Yeah, and SUNSPARKS love their 2-1. Now they are 1 point away from continuing that pattern that the Philippines have been, associating them with the memes from the Philippines on point. SUNSPARKS now, they took down Lunox, but they're gonna ban Lunox this time.
Oh yeah, this time they know how he's so strong on it here, but at the same time the Harif pretty much let off the hook in this game. Burmese GHOULS, they may consider taking the Harif for themselves, but at the same time they may also open the map here just because SUNSPARKS has the first pick potential.
Yeah,
sorry, in this case it was, yeah.
It's SUNSPARKS, yeah.
SUNSPARKS, yeah.
I think Burmese GHOULS, if you leave the Harif open, SUNSPARKS can still go for the Kaja first pick. We've seen that being effective in some drafts. They have 2 choices now, Harif or Kaja. They can even go for the Grok if they feel like it. One of the tanks that has been kind of out of the picture is the Hylos. The teams just don't go in that Hylos direction anymore because they found answers to him. Kimmy will be the last man, 3rd time in a row for Burmese GHOULS.
Yeah, Baxiao as well is going to be one of the heroes here to deal with the Hylos like you mentioned as well. But Burmese GHOULS, they're prioritizing on the Grok here, and Harif this time also being prioritized from side of Burmese GHOULS. SUNSPARKS picking the Grok, and then Burmese GHOULS taking the Harif as well as the Kaja up on maybe this time. And Kid001, we've seen him getting double Maniacs before, and we might see it this game if SUNSPARKS needs to be very careful about it just because they do not have the Kufra in this game.
Yeah, and Harif is going to be Burmese GHOULS' final pick for the series. The road to top 5. Kaja as well, maybe the 3rd time on the hero. Instant lock-in. You see the Harif, you see the Kaja. Guess what? Esmeralda comes in for KLVJ, and X-Ball will be picked up for Renzo.
Oh, this is going to be a tough battle here from Burmese GHOULS. They need those burst damage here to deal with the Esmeralda. And fortunately for them, the Hylos is still in the picture. And you can see SUNSPARKS, they're trying to bait Burmese GHOULS to pick the Hylos in towards the Kaja setup for the double tank composition and then just punish it with the next drafts. But will they fall for it, or will they just say, you know what, it's okay, we're going to play the Hylos to deal with Esmeralda. It's going to be fine from Burmese GHOULS. But like you said as well, 10 seconds on the mark here. How are they going to pick this?
It depends what Burmese GHOULS ban though. If they go for the Hylos to kind of deal with this Esmeralda, SUNSPARKS can easily pick up that Archive to deal with this Hylos instead. So this chicken and egg issue is a push and pull, just tug of war. I wouldn't be surprised if SUNSPARKS decide to go for the Archive or maybe the Lolita. I do prefer the Archive a bit more, but spot on that Hylos pick for Burmese GHOULS.
Yep, at the same time as well, they have to figure out what's the next strategy here. The Marksman division is still available. There's still the carry. They can do fantastic about the Esmeralda. And because the Hylos was picked from side of Burmese GHOULS, they need to be a little bit worried here from SUNSPARKS because in terms of mobility-wise, they cannot outrun the Hylos. But like you said as well, the Archive is just fantastic to deal with this kind of aggression, which unfortunately to say the Kaja can also do kind of like mini counter this way here, just because of the Divine Judgment clashes with the Hurricane Dance, right? So in this case, they need something to protect the Harry. They need something to catch this off guard. But as of now, they will ban the Bruno from side of Burmese GHOULS. So the Marksman division here, there's not a lot of Marksman left.
I'm surprised.
There's still the Granger, there's still the carry.
Yeah. I'm surprised they banned out the Bruno. That's all. That is my first reaction. Like, SUNSPARKS, seriously, you ban out Bruno? I would prefer a fighter ban. I don't know, the Terizla, a Jawhead. But they made their choice. Burmese GHOULS, they play Claude as well against Evil's Legends. They can fall back to that. But look at Burmese GHOULS, I'm expecting maybe an Archive ban, maybe a Lolita ban.
But as of now, Burmese GHOULS, they need something here. They need more damage to work with. And I feel like the Badang pick is great here, but banning of the Archive is fantastic here. You called that out as well. Burmese GHOULS, they understand the drafts. And I feel like SUNSPARKS here, they're going to be in for a surprise because Burmese GHOULS, if they pick the Badang off lane or maybe a Badang fighter role here, they can stretch through the Esmeralda's draft. But it's just so many factors here because SUNSPARKS, they've not revealed the secondary tank as well as their marksman. So there's just so many variables available. They could drop the leader for themselves as well, but seems to me, like you said, the Terizla is going to be a focus here from side Burmese Ghouls. It seems to me they need to win this early engagements here. Do not let Esmeralda up, especially on QVJ from SUNSPARKS, to go online into the later stage of the game.
Yeah, and the Terizla pick kind of expected after the Archive ban. So SUNSPARKS now, they've seen what Burmese Ghouls try to do. Burmese Ghouls good with the counter pick onto Panda. X-Bro was just not in the zone in that last game. He played the Jawhead, he played the Terizla. Terizla was fantastic in game 1 simply because SUNSPARKS used so much resources to kill Terizla off, but they get very minimal in return. Now SUNSPARKS still have the marksman to carry the Granger. JP plays a lot of Granger. I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to the particular marksman. But we're going to find out right now. It's going to be the Claude and Lolita for the Philippine teams.
Yeah, this is great setup as well. The Lolita just synchronized with the Esmeralda very well. Cloud, SUNSPARKS comfort pick here. We saw, I believe it was JP on the Cloud before, but it's taking a little bit too long to come online. But hopefully they will be able to drag this out because right now, Burmese Ghouls, they have the early aggression, and will SUNSPARKS be able to held on to here because it's all hands on QVJ, on the Esmeralda to carry the team here for the Filipino teams, the Philippine teams.
Yeah, the prodigy of Philippines, but Hayabusa for Burmese Ghouls. We've seen yesterday RRQ Sin on the Hayabusa was literally a shadow, came in like a shadow, assassinated the rest of Burmese Ghouls, I believe. The rest of Todak, and managing to take those wins away for RRQ. And Burmese Ghouls, they saw that I like this Hayabusa pick. Good against Cloud. Kind of can access the Export and Esmeralda, but the main target will be the marksman for SUNSPARKS.
Well, based on the drafts here, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a tough battle here. Looks like a 50-50 as well because SUNSPARKS, they pick their cards here. Esmeralda Lolita combo with the Export. We have the Burmese Ghouls here with the Hayabusa to also kind of negate whatever shield is going to be stacked up here from the side of SUNSPARKS. So both of them have equal counters and equal win condition as well in terms of split push or winning those team fights here. But you can see that early aggression-wise, Burmese Ghouls definitely have the slight advantage here. Will SUNSPARKS just back off and take a page off Evil's Legends? Let them have the advantage. Take a slow pill. Punish them after the second turtle when Esmeralda comes up online.
Yeah, I think that is exactly what SUNSPARKS will be looking to do. Burmese Ghouls, they can play the aggressive style just like what they did in game 1. They wanted to do that in game 2, but of the Kufra factor, it didn't work out. But for SUNSPARKS, playing slow in this game, 4 to 6 minutes is the pivotal point for the Philippine teams to kind of come online.
It's tough, Husky. I'm telling you, it's tough. This is the last match for this wider of these teams here. Like you said, only one nation will rise forward. Who will it be? Will it be the Myanmar team? Will it be the Philippine team? And in this case here, SUNSPARKS going up against Burmese Ghouls. Best of 3. Game number 3 here. And Husky, based on the draft here, I'm excited to see who will come on top. But my money is on the Harif. But at the same time, I know Esmeralda can also do it. So, I don't know. I think SUNSPARKS is going to take it. What do you think?
I think a lot of people will agree that SUNSPARKS is going to take this. It's not going to be easy. I expected a 2-1 in favor of SUNSPARKS earlier on. But Burmese Ghouls, they proved that they are here to stay. So, I'm resetting my slate. Last look at the Celestial Palace, at least for this best of 3. Burmese Ghouls back on the red side, the side that they won on. Actually, for both games, red side have won. Maybe the color red is what's needed to win the series, and Burmese Ghouls, they're on my side.
All right. Seems to me here is going to be a split vote here coming from the casters panel here with me, myself on the blue side and him himself on the red side. Just because of the color doesn't mean we pick the side already,
yeah,
bro.
No, we don't. But statistically, you know, SUNSPARKS do have a minor advantage over Burmese Ghouls. And if you look at the region itself, Philippines compared to Myanmar, you don't really look too much at Myanmar. They were winning off of this unorthodox picks, but there we go. Final game of this series is either Philippines or Myanmar.
Ladies and gentlemen, SUNSPARKS, Burmese Ghouls, game number 3 right now. Who's going to come on top here? We have SUNSPARKS on the blue side, and we have Burmese Ghouls on the red side here. Middle side here, a little bit of a trade-off here. Nothing too shabby here or big yet. However, Burmese Ghouls, they're going to be contesting the blue buffs of SUNSPARKS on the bottom side of the jungle.
Yeah, remember we talked about how the little things do add up. Maybe getting killed off for SUNSPARKS' first blood in the second game, they saw this card as effectiveness, and now he's gonna lose that flicker, and SUNSPARKS immediate collapse. They get the stun. First blood for Fuzakin.
Then the revitalized committed from SUNSPARKS as well to safely disengage. As of now, Burmese Ghouls, they have to punish QVJ, and losing maybe right off the bat is not exactly a great plan here, but SUNSPARKS, they capitalize on that kill here. This is gonna buy them a little bit time to work with here, but 3.6k net worth right now, only a 300 deficit here, and SUNSPARKS, they're gonna make sure JP comes up online. But let's take a look at the replay from that fight.
And again, maybe just caught out. It should not have happened. The idea was correct. Want to go for those invade, and now Burmese goes. They want to look for an answer onto Renzo, but Renzo doesn't have the Firaga armor. Does able to get out, so nothing for Burmese goes to get. Fuzakin also survives.
Yep, my oh my. SUNSPARKS as of now 1-1 here, but you can see mass recalls being popped up here to reset this fight for that turtle buff. Look at this, 8 seconds up on the turtle buff here. QVJ is walking his way through there. They want to contest the turtle buff. The rest of the teams from side Burmese Ghouls are also going to be focus heading towards the northern section of the map, the top side of the map here, to deal with that turtle buff. And Panda is nowhere close to the 4 yet. He needs the penalty zone in that next team fight as well. And you can see SUNSPARKS, he's just zoning his way, making sure that he doesn't clear this creep wave in time to go for it, the reinforcements for the turtle buff. But now,
well, they lose Fuzakin. He went in for the check, and he will get punished for that. 8007, 5 KVJ. KVJ with the falling star has to get out. Burmese goes, can they secure the turtle? Yes, they will. Retribution for Harry will make sure that happens. And the glorious pathway right on top of SUNSPARKS. Burmese goes, lays out the big carpet. The Numinal Blast actually doesn't connect, doesn't come through for SUNSPARKS, and Burmese go will punish them. JP the next to go. Blazing Way keeps him alive. The wild shot of Fuzakin. Kid 001 still alive. Zamas for Chrono Dash. He gets out, but the flicker of KVJ. He actually goes to the other side of the wall. Falling star goes in. He gets the kill on the Harry, but now 4 members of Burmese go on top of it. The Grok comes in. The Grok gets one though. The Felicia, no more damage for SUNSPARKS. Equal trade, 2 for 2.
yes, my oh my. Not to mention as well, the Luminal Blast from the Felicia, his was cancelled by maybe his Divine Judgment. If not, things would have went south for Burmese Ghouls, but still, great re-engagement here from side SUNSPARKS. They dragged this fight long enough for QVJ to reset his health and come in back with the Falling Star Moon from the side of QVJ.
Yeah, slight unfortunate situation right there that QVJ, he flickered on the other side of the Guardian barrier. If not, Kid 001 would have fallen earlier. But nonetheless, great trade from both teams. They responded accordingly to what each other wants to do.
Yeah, nicely done from Rosie's teams here. But like I said as well, the first turtle buff being secured from the zone, it was a pretty all-out fight coming from both these teams. But Burmese Ghouls came up top right now in terms of the economy, just because the Harif can do way much more with compared to Esmeralda with doubt above. So in this case, they need to secure the buffs once again before the next fight. 8007, Hayabusa. We might see a split push here coming from Burmese Ghouls, which is the initial intention that they want to do right now.
And Burmese Ghouls, 4 members looking for Renzo. Renzo a bit called out by the law and order. They will go for the collapse. Renzo, Firaga armor will be popped instantly. Last Sandy cancel the Divine Judgment. Fuzakin is in. Zamas from Kid 001. This guy is fearless, but KVJ will punish him, and Burmese go overstep. There go Luminal Blast on top of 3. SUNSPARKS now re-engaged. Wants to go for the fight, but Burmese goes managed to disengage from that.
Wow, what a save there from SUNSPARKS. They go for it for the bait. Burmese goes with the saves as well, and Panda going for the swing here. They want to come in this fight. SUNSPARKS, they're going for the swing, but a huge swing. Hayabusa with a shadow kill. They will take the low lead, but SUNSPARKS will retaliate and trade one for the feature as well. But blows after blows, this is by far as close as it gets. We're down towards game number 3. We talked about this here. 50-50 for both these teams all the way through, and it is happening right here, right now, Husky.
But one of the facts we overlooked in that previous fight, SUNSPARKS, they were fighting 4 versus 5. Claw was left alone in the top lane to farm up to get their first tier turret. So bright side for SUNSPARKS, the Cloud had his free space. JP still clean 0-0 and 2. Burmese goes. They get that turtle. SUNSPARKS looking for another fight. The Numinal Blast only landing on the Hylos though. Ice getting engaged on Fuzakin with the power of nature. Not able to do enough damage. They block him back.
Oh, as of now, gonna be taking a chill pill here because as of now, they're waiting for the right moment here. But Burmese GHOULS, they're looking for that right moment here. But the tier 1 is still up here for both these teams. Both teams do not want to make any sort of mistakes here. SUNSPARKS, you can see they're taking a chill pill just because Burmese GHOULS have the network advantage. And QVJ, he only recently just got his Calamity Reaper. And this is where QVJ is gonna hit like a truck, but Burmese GHOULS, will they fall prey? Fuzuken sees maybe Divine Judgment available. They can pull in, forces the wall charge, tries to go for disengagement here, but maybe we'll look for a different target here. And it seems to be Burmese GHOULS. They're looking to take the tier 1. How will they do this?
What a wild charge to make sure that maybe doesn't drag him back with the Divine Judgment. SUNSPARKS managing to defend that first tier tower, and that is good news for the Filipino team. Burmese GHOULS, they have invested resources, but SUNSPARKS still has to be careful because maybe has that ultimate online.
Yes, my oh my, but immortality up on Renzio here. This is where Renzio can get a little bit more aggressive in the next team fight to come here. But it seems to be both teams respecting each other's territory. They're going to be waiting for the next turtle buff before committing this fight. A007 once again trying to go for the pushes here, but it's not going to happen here because for the middle side, they catch off Fuzuken, they catch off QVJ. So Burmese GHOULS, they're looking to close out this game, and now they have the advantage. They will take 2. They will try to get more. And SUNSPARKS, they do not have the Esmeralda in the pool. Renzio trying to go for the defense here. Can they buy enough time for Fuzuken and QVJ to reset this fight now?
And this is just a mistake from SUNSPARKS. Burmese GHOULS, they were toying around with SUNSPARKS. They saw the Numinum Blast used, wasted to no avail, and they immediately collapsed on SUNSPARKS. 2 members in the bottom lane for the Philippine team. Burmese GHOULS, they had 4, and they punished SUNSPARKS for that. They will get that third turtle.
Because of this third turtle here as well, the map is pretty much open. Burmese GHOULS is looking to starve out SUNSPARKS. They have to find a way to split push here, but at the same time, we can see A007 up top with Burmese GHOULS here just going in for the split push again. But at the same, as of now, Burmese GHOULS, Kids01, they're setting up shop here to try and go for a pickoff. Same goes for SUNSPARKS, which they spotted out the rotation. JP, they see it, and SUNSPARKS, they will disengage here. They know exactly where Burmese GHOULS are right now.
Yeah, and if you are SUNSPARKS in this situation, the best case scenario is that no one dies until the Lord spawns. You need to fight Burmese GHOULS for that objective, and they do have the lineup to do so. We are still waiting for Reflecia to come online. We're still waiting for Fuzuken to be the Grok that he was, and Burmese GHOULS, off of one punish, was able to stall out SUNSPARKS' effectiveness. Now 4 members will collapse on that top lane.
They're trying to buy time here, but Fuzuken almost get Divine Judgment here, but Kid001 is there. More chance to disengage, but he's going to be super fast. He baited out so much spells from Burmese GHOULS, and this is going to be the opening for SUNSPARKS to take this here too. And also the bottom tower as well. What a play there from SUNSPARKS. Fuzuken with the gun, but eventually he will fall. Burmese GHOULS, they're overextending as well. Here comes the salary from Xbox, but on the middle side.
Great Luminum Blast blazing to wet, and SUNSPARKS will now dash. Ice will fall. They're going after Panda as well. Maybe it's here. Divine Judgment. They found the claw. Now Kid's gonna go wild with the higher booster. Esmeralda for true though. KLBJ, can he save the game? A007 trying to get away. The Kid as well, escaping with that chrono dash. KLBJ on his tail. They found the Harem. SUNSPARKS, they saved the game.
QVJ is back online. They managed to go for the defense here. A007 fighting against Renzio. He has the Virga armor. Can he go for the bomber? You're gonna find this. Nice side step.
Oh no.
The shadow kill coming into there. But A007. What a play.
KLBJ, what in the world was that? You shouldn't be near that export. Big mistake from SUNSPARKS. They saved the game, and they might just throw it away. Burmese GHOULS, they have all 5 members online. They can't go for this Lord. SUNSPARKS, they need a miracle, maybe more than that.
Fuzuken trying to buy time once again from the side of SUNSPARKS. A007 on that higher booster, level 14. He's gonna press his advantage here. Look at this. He's not afraid. He's gonna go a little bit aggressive. And SUNSPARKS, they have to back up. The Divine Judgment catches on the Reflecia, and they won't take it. Burmese GHOULS, they're doing it. They take the tags. Now the Lord's still up for grabs. Blade Armor finally up available on the Hylos here. But like I said, they are going to respect this here. The economy is still 50-50 coming from both sides. Slowly but surely, SUNSPARKS online timing is going to overcome here. They need to close the gap on this XP curve against this Hayabusa coming from Burmese Ghouls.
Yeah, SUNSPARKS again now. Second time Burmese Ghouls working on that Lord, but this time SUNSPARKS, they're not gonna make it in time. Fuzakin is there as a power nature. Burmese Ghouls, they pull off the Lord. A rival is coming in from Turbisler as well. Fuzakin control his body. Blazing Wave comes in. Can he find a kill? The penalty zone from Panda. And now Lance Sandy comes in from Renzo. Godlike for the Hayabusa. And Burmese Ghouls is already 2. Kid going crazy. Ace is still alive. Double kill for the Kid. Is it gonna be the 4 from SUNSPARKS down? Triple kill for Harry. Burmese Ghouls find that fight. This might be the fight that Myanmar will push throughout the lower bracket.
My oh my, it all comes down to QBJ to defend against this last push here. Burmese Ghouls, they are 16-8. They're thinking about closing the game, but now QBJ, he needs to take out Ice, but the Hylos still is there. QBJ is almost getting bursted down, and now Burmese Ghouls, they have the answer towards the Esmeralda. Here comes Kid 001, the new kid in the block. Burmese Ghouls, they're thinking about closing this game now.
Kid 001 might not have the age of Kill VJ, but he showed that his youth shine in this game. 6-2 and 7 on this Harif. Absolutely amazing performance. SUNSPARKS, they messed up once, they messed up twice. Burmese Ghouls with the Lord, they're gonna push down that top lane with that Lord. You look at this replay brought to you by U-Mobile.
Yeah, look at this here. The recap. Fuzakin was caught off guard. Same goes for the Cloud as well. You can see they were dragged all the way back here from the side of Rencio, and when he tried to disengage, he pretty much couldn't do anything just because of how powerful the Divine Judgment brought into the table. But ladies and gentlemen, here we are going back into the live action because the Turtle, the Lord is going to be pushing out the top side, and you can see SUNSPARKS, how will they defend against this here? The split push coming from Burmese Ghouls. SUNSPARKS, they're trying their best to defend against this. What can they do? Shadow Mask being suspended here as well. QBJ, they will focus down the bottom side. Can they kill A007?
Oh,
he has the
no.
Immortal, but no, they don't get it. Opens up the map. The top side getting dive here from Burmese Ghouls. How we do this? Luminon Blast.
And Burmese Ghouls, they need to go for the final push, but last Insanity from Renzo goes right in. No Luminon Blast. They do find one, but Immortality will give Burmese Ghouls a second life. SUNSPARKS, this is the fight for their lives. They find Renzo. They push Burmese Ghouls back. Fuzakin defend the top side, but here comes the shadow kill of the Hayabusa. A007. Look at Kid though. He's insane. Mega kill. Fuzakin knocks him out. Maybe he goes for disengage. Gets out. Now
yet.
this Harif a bit isolated.
Kid.
They flicker in. They need the Harif dead. They kill him off. SUNSPARKS, they hold on. Double kill for Kill VJ. Burmese Ghouls, they're not gonna end this right now.
They managed to defend somehow here. Kill VJ says, you may be the new kid in the block, but I'm the real kid. He's gonna try and defend against from the side of SUNSPARKS. They lose all the outer inhibitors from the side of SUNSPARKS, but Burmese Ghouls, they're not giving up yet. You can see SUNSPARKS, they want to get more. A007, they can't kill him off yet. No. Oh, the block from Ice. You're in trouble. Well, he can finish off, but nope. No follow-up here, and SUNSPARKS don't exactly want to overextend their fight now.
SUNSPARKS have 3 massive lanes to defend against. Burmese Ghoul will now always have the control on this minion wave. The next Lord will be up in 80 seconds. SUNSPARKS, they gave out the first Lord. They need the second one to have a chance to stay alive.
Oh no, how will they do this here? But and from the side of SUNSPARKS, they're going for the triple wooden mask strategy here to try and build out the economy. That's the reason why SUNSPARKS is trying to build here. They know they're losing in the economy game, and Burmese Ghouls, they're like approximately 8k advantage, and they have to play slow, but oh my god. A007 with the cheeky snipes, and here he goes. SUNSPARKS trying to catch up Ice.
They need a fight right now. Ice, the glorious pathway, will be able to get away. Burmese Ghoul, they're not gonna take it fast. They'll make it slow. They get the disengage. They need the minion wave to come in, and that is where they pull the trigger for that final push.
Yep. They have to take this a little bit slow here. SUNSPARKS, they have to drag this towards overtime. This is where JP is going to come up online. And Burmese Ghouls, they know this. They have to close this game. They can only go for a couple of pickoffs here. But SUNSPARKS, slowly but surely, they're getting bigger. You can see the aggressions coming from Burmese Ghouls. And SUNSPARKS, they're trying the best to defend against this here. The buff needs to be secure from SUNSPARKS. As Burmese Ghouls, they know this is happening. They're trying to contest this against SUNSPARKS as of now. How will it go down?
Burmese Ghouls, they might want to go for the collapse. A007 isolated from the rest of his team. Guardian Barrier does block out Burmese Ghouls, but Lord coming up in as right now Burmese goes, they're gonna take the fight. There's the
no
Ghoul
blast.
on top. Panda gets called out. SUNSPARKS, they go for the collapse. The Flash is there. Where is the Divine Judgment? Flicker in. Divine Judgment. They found JP. JP is down. No Claude. He's out of the building. Burmese goes. Is this it? Is this the fight that Myanmar will take it to the end?
It's not over because why? QBJ, he's super strong. They get the Xbox, but here comes QBJ. They take one, they take two, he takes them down as well. SUNSPARKS want to come back, and look at it. The RF will challenge him. He wants those in the middle, but QBJ, he has the bomb, but he goes for the flicker, but eventually get 0-0-1. It's a 1. The clutch for Burmese goals.
This is it. Myanmar, they have done it. SUNSPARKS, the sun will fall. The sun will set. Myanmar stay alive. They lock in top 5.
Burmese goals will take 2-1 against SUNSPARKS. My, oh my. What a fantastic performance from these two teams. Burmese goals, they bounce back, they fight hard, but the true kid in the town is gonna be Kid 001. It's gonna be a glorious day here for the Myanmar national fans.
Yeah.